Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Real Film Nerds Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Matt Henshaw, in beautiful Prescott, Arizona. And with me, as always, my good buddy, Mike Talent.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? This is Mike.
I'm doing well.
I can't do it, man. It's too
I know
much.
you're laughing like the whole time when I'm talking. It's hilarious. Love it. Anyways, welcome everyone. Podcast time. Movie review time. Yes, the movie we are talking about today came out technically in 2019 in November, but I did not get it at the movie theater. Mike, did you get it at the movie theater over there in the East Coast?
Yeah, we got it for 1 week around Halloween, and then it disappeared. But now it's back because it got nominated for Best Movie.
Well, it clearly must have been after Halloween because November 9th was its release date in the United States.
Okay, maybe just right after Halloween. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what I remember.
It's close enough. Anyways. So today we are talking about a foreign film, a film that is nominated for the Academy Awards Best Picture, a film that shocked the living hell out of me, and I'm sure we're not going to have a whole lot to talk about until we get into the spoilers because it's hard to talk about this movie without spoiling the living hell out of it. Mike, today we are talking about Parasite.
Yes. Today we're talking about Parasite. So I'm going to try and give you the best rundown I can, but I have to apologize, Matt. The movie is a Korean movie, as you mentioned, and all the actors are Korean. And you know I'm terrible with American names, so imagine me with Korean names. But on the plus note, I do love their food.
I mean, who doesn't love their food, right?
Woo,
I mean,
bulgogi,
seriously.
kimchi, all that stuff's great.
So everybody loves that. Well, Mike, you know what? Just do the best you can. I hope that if one of the directors, editors, stars runs across our podcast on accident, because I know they won't be looking for it, they forgive you as well.
Okay. All right.
All right. So, Mike, do your best for
All right.
a South Korean Parasite rundown.
All right. So the director is Bong Joon-ho. Writers are Bong Joon-ho and Jin Won-han. It's starring Kang Ho-sung, Sun Keen Lee, Yoi Young-yo, Woo Si-choi. That's all. I think that's all I can get.
Dude, you did pretty good. So don't feel bad about that, Mike. You did well. You did very well.
Yeah, and as far as the description for this movie, man, I don't know. Without spoiling it, like you said, I guess I'm just going to say this is a movie about a family and their dynamic and how they live.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's more about two families and one family's climb out of poverty. How's that?
Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. All right. So, Mike, structure, no structure today. What are we starting out with? We're going to talk about the cinematography and the acting and the technical qualities of this film. How's that?
That's usually what we talk about in this part. Yeah.
See, I remember. I'm member. I got them member berries.
Okay. Nice. So what did you think of the cinematography in this movie?
It was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done. How about yourself, Michael?
I liked it. Some of the outside scenes and some of the, I guess, the different shots of the places, I guess, that they went really helped to emphasize some of the story things that I don't want to talk about yet.
Well, like a good one is how the cinematography in the poor family's home definitely feels very cramped, very invasive in your face, But when you get to the more well-off people's home, it's open and it's well lit and it's bright and it's colorful and it's just stylized better. So that helps tell the story really well.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think of any other things. What are some of the other technical? What did you think of the sound design in this?
It was good. It's always tough because it is a foreign film. I do like that they did not dub it, that they decided to just go with subtitles, which I think is definitely better because I know a lot of people are against foreign films and against reading and all that stuff, but you just don't get that raw emotion from the actors when it is dubbed. You just don't.
Yeah. Like a lot of times the dub doesn't match what the voices say. Like I would rather read it. I think it's better.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people do, but I don't have a problem with it. And I, made sure today on the radio to let everybody know that it is a foreign film and it is subtitled. And so if you don't like that, don't go.
Yeah, I was, when I saw the name of this movie, I really thought it was going to be a horror type movie. And I don't think I really saw any trailers or anything for it. I might have seen one, but it was a long time ago. And I was surprised. It was a lot different than what I was expecting, which is fine. But I definitely was interested in seeing this one since it was nominated for Best Picture.
I would say it's a thriller, it's a comedy, and it has elements of horror in it, but it is definitely not a horror film. I think this is a genre-bending film for sure. And I think that's one of those things that I really enjoyed about it is it blindsided me as well. I was not expecting the film that I got. I was expecting something completely different.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was going to get, really. I just knew that all these people had raved about it, so this movie was awesome, so I just wanted to go see it. And then it was nominated for Best Picture, so I was like, wow, must be really awesome.
Yeah, not just Best Foreign Film, but Best Picture overall. I mean, how incredible would it be if this won? Because they've never had a South Korean film nominated for a foreign film, I believe, let alone nominated for Best Picture overall, let alone a foreign film win Best Picture overall.
Yeah. I think it's kind of a long shot for it to win, but
yeah, it is. In my opinion, it is. It's a great film though, and I wouldn't be surprised if it won, but I definitely don't think it's going to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
All right, Mike. Who are you texting?
I'm not texting anybody.
It looks like you're texting.
No, I'm just kicking my feet up, just relaxing.
Kicking back. Well, speaking of relaxing, do you have a question you want to ask me, Mike?
Oh, I do, man. What kind of relaxing beverage are you drinking right now?
Well, Mike, thank you for asking. This beer comes out of my fridge from a 6-pack I bought a while ago. I've drank them before. It is tasty. It is the Barrio Blonde Ale from the Barrio Brewing Company in Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
All right, Mike. So does the streak without an IPA continue?
It does. It does. Check this out.
Uh-oh.
I've got this weird, funky beer that is called Oatmeal Raisin Cookie, and it's a brown ale. Because brown ales don't get any love.
Dude, you know who has a really good brown ale? I drank some this weekend. Oak Creek Canyon. Their nut brown, delightful. Love that beer.
That is a good one, yeah.
Yeah, it's good beer.
Yeah.
So, does it taste like a cookie?
It does taste like a cookie. It's really good.
Now, is it like super sweet, or is it just like cookie?
No, it's nice and balanced. It has like a little bit of sweetness, but it's not like too sweet. Like it's not like some like dessert type beers are like super super sweet or whatever, and I don't like that. And this is not one of those, so it's not super sweet. It's got just a little hint of sweet, and then it, fades away. It's good. It's
Nice.
very nice.
Nice. I'll have to look into that because I do like my oatmeal cookies. That's for sure. My mom
Yeah,
makes
it's,
some good ones.
It's by a Florida brewery called Cigar City.
Oh, that might be tough getting it over here. You on your East Coast, man, you can get beers from almost everywhere except for here.
Yeah, well, there's this imaginary line. Well, I mean, it's not imaginary, but it's called the Mississippi River. And for whatever reason, everything stops there. So things on the right of that I can get. Things on the left I can't.
That's not 100% true. You get here in Nevada.
That's because they opened a brewery over here on... well, yes, I could get it before. But they did open a brewery here on the East Coast over in North Carolina. It's kind of close to Asheville area. They opened a brewery.
Huh, I had no idea. That's interesting.
I think it's to help cut down on costs. Turns out beer's heavy.
Yeah.
So shipping it shipping it
probably a
across.
mother. Yeah.
Yeah, the United States was not very economical. So for the East Coast, I'm not exactly sure how much it covers, but they set up a East Coast hub, and then they have the West Coast hub. And then I guess the people in the middle, I don't know. I guess they get it up to probably the Mississippi River, honestly.
No, they can
I feel
have
like that's the
Bud
dividing
Light.
line.
They get Bud Light, they get Coors Light, they can have all the shitty beers. We get the good beers, right, Mike?
Yeah, yeah.
There.
High life only.
Yeah, High Life only. The champagne of beers.
Yeah, none of the Silver Bullet or any of that stuff. Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, the Silver Bullet and all those are right next to over here, though. Denver. Anyways, all right. Enough about beers, Mike. How are we going to talk about this movie without spoiling it? I just don't see a possible way. I mean, I think we've pretty much got it covered without spoiling it. The story, I think, is the shining light of the film. How's that?
Yeah, that's. I like that, Matt.
The acting,
that.
the acting was really, really good, in my opinion. Again, it makes it a little tougher to judge being a foreign film, but I believed every single one of them, including the rich and the poor family and the kids, because there are a handful of child actors in here. I was never kind of taken out of the scene based on someone doing a shitty job acting.
Yeah. I thought all the humor was still good. It was universal humor. It was fun.
Yeah, which is a shock because, humor is one of those things that does not translate well between countries at all.
Yeah, but they did a lot of humor that I think, it translated well here. I'm pretty sure it would translate throughout most of the world. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, Mike, this is a South Korean film. I know it's going to be hard for you, but let me ask. Oh, man, you totally missed it. That's what she said.
Yeah, I like how because I missed it, you had to point it out that I missed it.
I was just like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, that's what she said. So anyways, all right. So Mike, I think I'm going to ask it anyways. And if you didn't find it, you can just say I didn't find it because you're a slacker. But Mike, how does Parasite relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Well, Matt, yeah, like we've talked about, this is a foreign film. It's made in South Korea. I mean, how could it possibly be linked to the MCU? But through diligent, hard sleuthing on our unofficial sponsor, IMDb, I was able to find James Wright, who is a Dolby consultant, also worked on sound editing on Guardians of the Galaxy.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I had to dig deep. That was my last area to look for stuff. Like everyone else seemed to be South Korean. Makes sense. It's filmed in South Korea.
It is kind of where they made the film. Yeah, it is who the director is. That's his nationality. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Wow, that's incredible, Mike. The streak continues.
Yes. That is incredible. I was pretty skeptical myself, but I decided to look anyway.
Well, all right, Mike, you know what that means? We can now finally really talk about the film and spoil the hell out of it, because that's the part we're at. So we finally can talk about the story a little bit and hopefully not spoil too much of it. There might be some parts that we just leave completely out because they're shocking. I mean, literally shocking, and just catch you off guard hard. But Mike,
All right.
go for it.
So I guess I'll start with, I really didn't think that this movie was going to be about like social, economic kind of like status and like kind of a class system and how you fit into things. And it was
Yeah.
big time.
We got another film in 2019 about economic strife and class systems. I mean, you can sit down and look at a lot of the films of 2019. I mean, Joker was clearly about that. Just a bunch of films in 2019 was about it. And here we get a foreign film from South Korea that's about the exact same thing. So clearly there is something going on in the world today. Not to get political, but I was shocked. I was shocked.
Matt, you just reminded me of the Aerosmith song "Living on the Edge."
Living on the
Because you just quoted it exactly.
Damn right I did. I'm all about Steven Tyler. He's my dog.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm
Something's
more
wrong
about
with
his
the world
daughter.
today. I think that's the first verse in that song.
Yeah, it is. I'm more obsessed with his daughter, though, Liv Tyler.
Oh yeah, you like the elves?
Yeah, dude, she's pretty. With or without the ears is fine.
Yeah. You have an ear thing?
I have an ear thing? Yeah, oh, of course. I mean, who doesn't? No,
Yeah.
I don't have an ear thing, you nut job. She's in some new show, too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
With Rob Lowe? Texas something?
Yes. Texas cops, Texas firefighters, maybe Texas firefighters, something like that.
I don't know. I only see flashes of stuff like that when I watch the news in the morning. So anyways, all right, Mike. So social class. It was not a movie about literally a parasite. And the question is, though, who was the parasite, though? Was it the family? Was it the undisclosed people that we're not going to discuss until maybe later? Or was it the rich family? Or was it, like, who's the parasite?
I don't know, Matt. I think that was somewhat of the point. It's kind of more of an open question.
Right. I agree. It's left to interpretation.
But it was interesting to see how the poor family worked their, I guess, charlatan ways to all gain gainful employment.
Wow, charlatan ways. Nice, man. Nice use of the English language, Mike. Have you been reading more lately?
I think I did read some. I don't know. I've been reading a book about my favorite drifter guy. His name is Jack Reacher.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well,
Yeah. I got a book for Christmas.
oh, and you're not done yet? Slacker. I mean, it's already February almost.
Dude, I don't read so good.
Oh, Mike. I'm just harassing you. One of the things I found interesting. Oh, you were going to say something. Go for it. What are you going to say?
Matt, I like how you use the word shine, the words "shine a light on," because of some of the messaging in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uses
Oh, yeah. The Morse code lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. That was cool. That was interesting. That was unique. Do you remember your Morse code, Mike, from your days in the Scouts?
Absolutely not. I don't.
Neither do I. One thing I found interesting was there's not really like a villain in the movie. If you think about it, there's not really a villain. Like, you don't hate the rich people because they're rich. You don't hate the poor people because of what they're doing to the rich people. It's more about these families just trying to make it through the world any way they can. And like, I don't think they're purposely trying to hurt the rich people, moving in and taking over all these different jobs and basically sponging off of them and taking their money.
Yeah, maybe being a parasite.
Exactly. But it just seems like they're just two families that are trying to make it through life. And yes, the poor family is trying to do anything and everything they can to literally stay alive.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Mike, are you falling asleep?
No, dude. No.
All right. So I know you don't want to talk about The Big Secret, or do you want to talk about The Big Secret?
No, I think that should be seen and felt.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. All right. Because, dude, that shit was straight up out of left field.
Dude, I totally... Nope. Didn't see that coming.
There was no predicting that. None whatsoever. Nope. No, sir. Nope. And, of course, it happens when they're all camping and it's raining and chaos ensues.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't see that. Dude, didn't see that coming at all, man. It's crazy. So this movie is really impactful. Afterwards, you know, I was just sitting thinking about it. It's like, wow.
It's definitely a thinking person's movie. Yeah, I saw it before you did. I think we discussed it on the last pod that I saw it.
Yeah, you had already seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I still think about it every now and then when I'm like waiting in line at a stoplight or something. I'll start thinking about this movie. And that's a great sign of a good film, is one that makes you think. I like that. Like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
So what else do you want to talk about on Parasite?
I don't know what else.
I know it's difficult without ruining it.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I think we kind of covered on some things, but I don't think I want to talk about anything else.
Okay.
I think
the sets were good. The acting was good.
Yeah, story was really good.
Incredible. It's truly what makes the movie.
Absolutely. Story was very key.
But I do think this is a complete package. I think this is a fantastic film all the way around. So speaking of that, Mike, how many reels?
Ooh, it's a tough one, Matt. So I think I'm going to give this one 4 out of 5 reels.
4 out of 5. Wow. A little harsh, are we?
You know me.
Yes, I do. Sometimes more intimately than I would like.
All right.
I know, you're falling asleep. I'll get it over with. All right, Mike. Well, I thought this movie was phenomenal. I thought it was the complete package, the total package. If you listened to the radio this morning, you would know my rating, but I know you don't because you're at work by then. I give it 5 reels, Mike.
Whoa. 5 reels. All right.
I freaking loved this movie. I thought it was amazing.
Okay, cool. Do you think our listeners should watch it in the theater? I guess it'll be in the theater for a little while because of the nomination stuff now.
Well, that's what I was talking about a little bit on the radio this morning. I like to keep hearkening back to the radio, which if you want to hear the interview, I'm going to put it on the podcast right after our outro song, as always. But
nice.
Except for that one week when we were off and I did 2 movies, because I did 1917 and Bad Boys on the same day, which was last week's. But anyways, what I suggested to our radio listeners on Magic 99.1 was you don't need to rush out and see it in the theaters unless you want to see it before the Academy Awards, because this film did come out in the U.S. in November, so that means it will be hitting video on demand, it'll be hitting Redbox, and it'll be hitting DVD and Blu-ray probably within the next month or so, maybe a little longer. So I say wait.
Yeah, they might hold off on putting it out on those until they think the theater run is complete.
Right.
So they because they might normally it'd probably be out maybe almost now, but I think with the nomination they're going to try and see how much more. I mean, this just sound terrible, but how much more they can milk the public from the theater.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And then also, then they can put it on their box. Winner of Best Foreign Film, Actor of the Year.
Oh, yes. Shit. Yeah. You're right. Yep.
Because it's already won. Too. I think it's won a bunch of stuff at Sundances, and I don't know if it won any Golden Globes. I didn't really pay attention to the Golden Globes.
Was this a Cannes movie?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, it hit the independent film circuit for sure before it came out nationwide. But it won a bunch of stuff, a bunch of independent awards and things like that. So, that'll all be on the box. But my suggestion was if you really want to see it and do like what we attempt to do every year, sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't, where we see every single Best Picture, it is worth going and seeing it in the theater. It's going to be tough. We have, I think, 2 or 3 showings a day here in Prescott. And they're usually during the day. They're usually like 10 o'clock and like 4 and stuff like that. So if you're a working person, it's tough. But it's not a must-see in the theater. I don't think you are going to get any more out of it at the theater than you will watching it at home.
Okay. All right.
It's not a big action blockbuster, Michael Bay, Bay Bang.
I was wondering if you're going to work that in there, Matt. Of course you did.
That's what she said.
Nice.
Hashtag Bay Bang. All right, Mike. So what are we talking about next week then?
We are talking about. Man, I'm blanking.
Birds of Prey.
Yeah, Birds of Prey with the talking with the Harley Quinn and all the other characters.
Do you want to hear the full title of this movie, which is absolutely freaking ridiculous?
It's really long, I think. Go for it, yeah.
Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
We will just refer to it as Birds of Prey.
I think most people will.
Starring Margot Robbie, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Ewan McGregor. Our boy from Dr. Sleep.
Yes.
And Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes. He's got don't they have a Disney Plus have a show called Obi or something that's coming out?
Oh, hell, dude, you haven't been paying attention to the news. They are facing massive delays about it. A lot of people are very upset. Lots of rumors going on. People are pissed. People are very pissed that it's getting pushed back. They might not, because they were supposed to start production on it, I think, within the next month or two. Now production is pushed back to next summer. Not this summer, 2021. Again,
whoa.
All rumors, all speculation, but in the movie world, in the movie news world, that's what they're saying. So,
wow.
Damn it.
All right.
Damn it.
Sorry, Matt.
I know.
Sorry.
Mandalorian.
That means another year of Disney Plus.
I know. I'm just going to have to keep watching Mandalorian. Love the Mandalorian.
Yeah, do you just have it on loop? Do you just did you just download it to your phone and then that way you can just kind of loop it? So you're just walking around, driving, whatever. You're just watching it.
Yeah. No, I have it up on my dashboard. I got one of those things like you where I stick my phone in it, and instead of it being GPS, it's just Mandalorian.
Nice. Awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Very cool.
Well, all right, Mike. I think we are done for this podcast. Let's remind the folks to check us out on the socials, the Instagrams, the Twitters, the Tweet Faces, the Facebooks. Join our Facebook group, which is fun. A lot of people have been getting going, especially today in the Facebook group. There's some little bit of controversy going on in there today. That was fun. So check it out. Join up. Hang out with us. Talk some smack.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know what? I think I'm done. Magic 99.1. Again, there's another plug. Listen to me on the radio every Monday.
Sounds good, man. I guess with all that, we should wrap it up, huh?
Yeah, if you want, Mike. You look like you're falling asleep.
Yeah, I'm getting tired. But all right, Well, thanks for listening, everybody, and catch us on our next pod.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Joining me in studio now on Magic 99.1, Matt Hinshaw from the Real Film Nerds podcast. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Lisa.
Did you see a movie over the weekend?
Yes, I did.
Yes, what'd you see?
I went and saw a little film that is nominated for Best Picture. It
Yeah.
was a foreign film. I don't even think we got it when it came out last November.
Okay.
It's called Parasite.
Parasite.
Yes.
And how was it?
I loved it.
You did.
I thought it was amazing.
Really?
Yes.
Can you give us an idea of what it's about?
It's hard to talk about it without spoiling it because it's so just out there.
Yeah?
But it's a South Korean film basically based on social class and family.
Okay. Were there subtitles?
Yes. The
Yes.
entire film is subtitled.
Is that rough?
For me, it's not bad. I'm used to it. I've
Good.
seen lots of foreign films in
Right.
different levels, but for I guess some people it might not be good, especially if your eyesight's pretty rough.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
probably wouldn't want to go see it
you
until they
go.
dub it. So
Oh, I hate dubbed movies, though, don't you?
yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
I would rather read the subtitles, for sure.
Yeah, the dubbing never works out well for me.
Yeah. Okay, so you said you
So-
loved it. So how many reels you giving it out of 5?
Oh, I give it. You're gonna shake.
I'm gonna
5.
scream.
5 out of 5.
You're
yeah.
giving it 5.
I loved it.
That's amazing. I've never heard you give a
loved it.
film a 5 before.
I think it's because it caught me off guard
Yeah.
so hard.
Right.
Like, I still think 1917 is going to take the Academy Award. I just loved that movie. I
Yeah.
still think it's a better film, even though I didn't give it as high a rating.
I know you didn't.
Parasite just caught me so off guard, and it was just so unique and just completely not what I thought it was going to be.
All right. Well, I am intrigued. I got to go check it out.
Yeah, definitely. Check it out. Or, it came out in November, so probably give it a month maybe, and it'll probably be on video demand and
Yeah.
Blu-ray and things like that. So,
Yes, that's what I'll
but
do.
Harkins does have it. I don't know if you know this, but Harkins does this thing every year for Best Picture. They put all the films back into the theater so you can go watch them.
Isn't that smart?
I love it. I think it's great.
I think it's great too. Catch Matt's podcast. It's great too. It's The Real Film Nerds. Thanks for coming in, Matt.
Thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome.